DNA test kit should be ready in a few minutes.
My gut told me you were a fraud from day one. You better hope this test proves me wrong, or you will pay for this.
What is it? First, some angry words with Eve, and then a flurry of urgent calls from a mystery person. Whatever you're up to, Ivy, it won't work. This time I have you dead to rights. Don't tell me there's a problem.
Not at all,
No, just nothing. You will get the thing that I need to convince Dr. Russell to change those DNA test results. If this fails, I will lose everything, and believe me, you do not want that to happen.
You've got nothing to say I want to hear, boy.
But first of all, my name ain't Boy, all right? And I'm sorry, Coach Russell, but you're gonna listen to me this time, because I ain't leaving until you hear what I gotta say.
Diana, what are you doing here? Didn't Liz tell you to go get something to eat, take a rest?
I'm not hungry or tired. Look, this is my job, and I'm going to learn how to do it and do it well.
Yeah, I know. But you're brand new at waitressing, and you told me how much you want to succeed.
Which is why I need to do this on my own. Look, you already bailed me out of my earlier shift. This one is mine. I don't want or need to be rescued by you anymore.
There's no question about it. Teresa's as stubborn as they come.
Wonder where she gets that from.
Yeah, but I'm a guy. You know, I can handle it. The flack that life throws at me.
Oh, what kind of double standard is that? Last time I checked, you didn't know which end was up.
All right, I've made some mistakes, too. Teresa's barely a kid. She's just out of school. She's already had her heart broken. And it's my job to look out for her, to keep her out of trouble, get her on track.
So what, are you going to hire a bodyguard to watch over her 24/7?
No. I don't think I need to do anything that drastic. And Teresa's headstrong, but after throwing herself into the ocean last night, I don't think she's going to do anything too crazy.
What's that saying? You know, a girl has got to do what a girl has got to do.
Wait, you're talking about honoring a pact that you made with Julian in hell just to try to win Ethan back. What's wrong with you, Teresa?
Whitney, if you had seen what I had seen last night, you wouldn't have to ask.
You know, it must have been your subconscious that made this whole thing up. Teresa, when you almost drowned, that's all. That's the only thing that makes any sense.
No, it wasn't my subconscious, okay? I was in hell, and Julian was down there. And he made me sign my name in blood on a contract. Now, if I don't carry out his plan, I'm gonna have to go back there. Or someplace even worse, and I will have to be there for all eternity.
Well, I don't really care what you think you have to do. You can't follow through with a plan that involves hurting people. That's not who you are.
Jimmy wishes Whitney could talk some sense into Teresa.
Yeah, well, it's too late for that, and Teresa knows it. Oh, she's gonna follow my plan to the letter. Or shall I say Julian's?
Teresa doesn't know who's really pulling the strings, but no matter, she's the one who'll be blamed when all hell breaks loose in Harmony.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew would take me high as breathe in, breathe out.
Look, John, you know what? You and I really shouldn't worry about this because this test doesn't mean anything to us. It's just a way to prove to all the doubting Thomases that your father's on the up and up.
But why are they doubting him in the first place? My dad's the most honorable man I know. He'd never tell me you were my mother if you weren't.
Which is all the more reason to take the test. If we put an end to all these questions, it'll be worth it.
You are going to fix that DNA test, Dr. Russell. You are going to change the results to show that indeed John is David and Grace's son.
Oh, I'm so sorry this is going to hurt you, Grace. But somebody has got to expose Ivy for the lying manipulator that she is. You know, the test itself is actually very simple. I just get a tissue sample from each of you, and then we send it off to the lab for matching.
So it's painless, right?
Absolutely painless.
Grace, you sure you're up to this?
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as we prove to everybody that John is my son, then the sooner we can get on with our lives.
How could you do this, David?
Excuse me?
I know the truth. Ivy told me. You were never married to Grace, and John isn't her son. It's one thing to hurt complete strangers. How can you do this to your own son?
You don't understand.
No, you're right. I don't understand. What kind of father are you?
I don't get this hate you've got for the Russells. Fine, go after the parents. They're grown up, they can take care of themselves. But slipping drugs in their daughter's drink so she can act like a tramp? That's cold, lady.
Did I ask for your opinion?
No, but
Just shut up and do what I want you to do. Bring me that package. As much as I'm enjoying the fallout from Whitney Russell's behavior, I think I may need a rabbit up my sleeve.
I will talk to you any way I want. After you disrespected my little girl last night.
Look, for the last time, I didn't. And I resent you thinking that I did.
Where the hell do you get your golf from?
From the streets, probably where I grew up. But you already knew that, and that's why you're so damn sure that I'm the guy who drugged Whitney last night.
Well, 2 and 2 equals 4.
Oh, come on, Coach. I know you're smarter than that. I mean, you gotta know that people are more than where they came from. I mean, so what if I dropped out of high school and ran the streets for a while? They were a hell of a lot safer than some of them foster homes that I was in.
Listen to me, Chad. Don't you talk to me like I don't know what the hell's going on. When I was a kid growing up, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. But I didn't run wild. I learned how to do an honest day's work, and I didn't use my family's lack of money as an excuse for doing wrong.
Boy, neither have I. Coach, it's like you and Dr. Russell used to treat me like a son or something, and now all of a sudden it's like I'm some horrible monster who just crawled out of some hole somewhere.
You know what? If the shoe fits, wear it.
No, let me finish, man. I'm trying to give you the real deal.
No, let me finish, and let me give you the real deal.
Look, I'm not trying to rescue you. I just think that you could use some rest.
From what? I barely served a complete meal all day.
Well, that's because you've been so tired. Look, why don't you go get some more rest, and you'll be all fresh for this evening's rush, right?
You should let him have his way. You know how stubborn he is. But no buts about it. Come to the kitchen. I'll make you a sandwich.
Here. Thank you. I am so sorry to keep you ladies waiting.
Oh, that's all right. As long as you're our waiter. Yes, we've been debating about what the Bryant experience entails.
Well, yeah, that's kind of hard to explain. But let me just say that you ladies won't be disappointed.
Teresa is like a broken record about fate. She's talked about it so often, it's made me nuts.
Well, what do you think about it now? Was she right?
Well, what do you think about it now? Well, I don't know. 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 I All I know is that I should have set a better example for her these last few months. Now, it's no wonder she couldn't get over losing Ethan with me unable to accept Sheridan's death.
Hey, it's not too late to help her through this.
Yeah, thank God for that. You know, from now on, I'm gonna be the older brother that I should have been all along. I'm gonna show her what's right. You ought to believe in things that you can touch and see. You know, enough of this chasing rainbows garbage and reaching for the stars. That stuff will just let you down in the end.
Listen to me, do you remember what Father Lonigan told everyone? After the Bennett house got sucked down into that sinkhole and Miguel and Charity got pulled?
Of course, I remember, Whitney. How could anyone forget?
Well, you're acting like you never heard it. Father Lonigan said that when someone does something bad, it opens up the door to evil. And once that door is open, evil spills out, and it affects more than just the person who did the bad thing.
I know, Whitney. I know. And I told Julian that I didn't want anyone else to get hurt.
Well, that's great, Teresa. Thank goodness, you know. At least you still have a conscience.
The question is, will she listen to it, or will she carry out the terms of the contract she made with you?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course she'll follow my plan. Or you'd better hope she does.
What does Sylvie Charity mean by that, Princess?
She means, don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answers to. Okay, okay.
My son very much, Dr. Russell.
How would you go along with the machinations of that horrible woman?
Look, if you know Ivy Crane, you know what she is, you know what she's capable of. She forced me into a very small corner with no means of escape.
Doesn't make any sense.
No? Haven't you ever done anything that you regret with all your heart and your soul? Something that you would go to great lengths to keep secret.
Just give me the ammunition I need to persuade Dr. Russell to be creative with those DNA test results. Just how much did you hear, Rebecca?
I ain't come here to fight you, Coach. But honest to God, I'll do it if that's what you want. I ain't afraid of you.
Well, just say what you got to say and get to stepping. Because I don't want you around me or my family ever again.
Man, I cannot believe I'm hearing this from the man who taught me so much.
What?
I've learned a lot from being around you and Dr. Russell. I've learned how parents are supposed to be with each other, how they're supposed to be with their kids, you know, how they're supposed to laugh and talk and even argue as a family. But the thing that hit me the most, the thing that I want to carry with me into my own life, is the kind of husband and father that you are. I mean, the first time I saw how much your family loved and looked up to you, man, I was blown away. I'd never seen nothing like that before. Maybe once in a while on TV, but... So,
are you done yet?
Look, man, all I'm trying to say is that no matter what happens, I hope that someday I turn out to be as good of a man as you are. And I know you may not think the best of me right now, but know this. I would never hurt Whitney. Not in a million years.
And why am I supposed to believe that, Chad?
Because I love her. I love her as much as you do, Coach.
You can't carry out such an awful plan Tell me you're not going to do it.
You know, enough about my mess. I want to hear how you're doing.
She can't even be honest with her best friend. Now I know she's in my pocket.
Maybe Whitney's getting to it. Maybe she'll change her mind after all.
I wouldn't count on it, Tim Tim.
You were dancing on tabletops at the youth center?
And that's just the least of it, Teresa. I don't really remember all that much more, but apparently I did a lot worse than that.
Like what?
Like grabbing a microphone and belting out some song while sitting on some strange guy's lap.
No.
Oh, and that's nothing. Don't ask me why, Teresa, but I started acting like some kind of cheap slut with Chad. And of course, Chad gets blamed for it. My dad comes storming in the youth center and they start fighting.
Oh my God.
Chad got really, freaked out by the way that I was acting. So he snuck into my room last night just to check on me, right? And then that's when I just rip open my pajama top right in front of him.
You're making this up.
I really wish I were, Teresa. Look, someone must have slipped something into my soda at the party, and that's what got me high. But who would do something like that? Why?
Well, that definitely doesn't sound like Chad.
Well, it's not Chad, but you know how you can't tell my parents anything. They've forbidden me to ever see Chad again.
Yes, David. There have been times in my life that I've been forced to do things that I'm not proud of.
Then you'll understand.
Understanding is one thing. Learning from your mistakes is quite another. Now, I made a vow to myself that I would never again betray my values. Not for anyone or for any reason. But there comes a time in your life when you have to be brave. You have to do the right thing, no matter what the cost.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do here today.
How long have you been listening to my phone call? Long enough to know how urgent it was. So who are you bossing around these days, Ivy? None of your damn business. I beg to differ. And if you think that you are going to cheat me out of my rightful place as Julian's beneficiary, you are mistaken. No, I know that you hired David to pose as Grace's first husband. And after this DNA test, everyone in Harmony will know too.
Well, now we'll just see about that, won't we, Rebecca?
If you'll excuse me, I think I'll get a snack. She's pretty calm for someone who's about to be exposed. Well, don't you worry, Ivy. I'm gonna find out exactly what you're up to.
You've got some nerve talking about love in the same breath you utter Whitney's name.
Coach, I'm just trying to be straight up with you. And despite what you think of me now, I'm gonna turn that around. I'm gonna make something of myself. I'm gonna become someone that Whitney and you and Dr. Russell can be proud of. And I'm gonna get the things that I want in my life the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna work hard for them. I'm gonna prove that you and Dr. Russell weren't wrong when you gave me a chance when I first came to this town. And you guys saw something in me that I could barely see myself. And like I said before, I've changed and grown a lot just from watching you. I mean, I've seen how a real man acts when he's up against people and things who want to hurt him. And that's why I'm asking you for another chance. And you ain't got to do nothing, man. Just let me prove to you that I can be that kind of man. Because once you see that, then you will know that I could never have done what you think I did to Whitney. And that's when I'll come back to you again. And I'll accept your apology.
Beautiful.
Oh,
look at it! The fine.
Oh,
That's really nice.
oh.
What? Did I miss something?
Not a trick. You know, if you can teach Diana 1/10 of what you know, I'll consider letting her keep her job.
You say you want to help Teresa focus on things in life that are real. Yeah. No more dreams about things that can't come true, no matter how hard you wish.
You mean Sheridan, don't you?
She's gone, Luis. You say you've accepted it, but when are you going to move on? Start sharing your life with someone else. When's that going to happen?
Sounds like both of us had pretty rough nights.
Well, you can't compare what happened with me to you almost drowning.
Well, maybe not, Whitney, but we're both suffering terribly without the men we love.
You know, if this is what love is all about, then I don't want any part of it. That's why I turned Chad down when he asked me to run away with him to New York.
What?
I was so close to saying yes, Teresa. I mean, you should have heard him. He painted this picture of what our lives would be like together. I would sing, and he would write and produce all of our songs.
How perfect is that?
He's absolutely positive that we can make it too if we just gave it a shot.
And you said no.
I had to, Teresa. I can't just leave my family, my tennis, everything that I've ever worked for.
Ah, Whitney, I could just slap you.
If there's one thing Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald can't abide, it's true love slipping through someone's fingers. Whitney's choice is going to motivate her even more to get Ethan back. It's all coming together like a good jigsaw puzzle.
Let's just hope she forgets where two of the pieces.
I'm gonna get out of your face now. But I ain't leaving town. You'll see me again.
Sorry it took so long, Dr. Russell.
Oh, no problem, Ken.
Is that it?
Yeah, must be. I thought you were getting a snack.
I changed my mind.
Oh, is that smart? I mean, if I were you, I'd want to be as far away as possible when the results came in.
So, honey, are you ready to do the test?
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I can't believe you would throw away a lifetime of happiness because you're chicken.
Really? Teresa, what would you have me do? Just chuck all my clothes into a backpack, hop on the back of Chad's motorcycle, and run off to New York to be a singer?
Why not? Whitney, you have a fabulous voice, and I know that you love to sing.
Yeah, well, I love tennis, too. That's why I spent my whole life
You've
working
done that for your father, Whitney, not yourself. Look, I'm not saying that you are not good at it because you are an incredibly gifted player. But your face doesn't come alive the way it does when you sing. Now that's your real dream, even if you can't admit it.
I can't just chuck everything and take that risk. Come on, do you know how many young girls go out to New York to try to become professional singers every single day?
We're talking about you, not them. Whit, I don't want you to wake up one morning 10 or 20 years from now and ask yourself why you didn't pursue the things you really love, like your music. And Chad, I don't want you to regret the choice you made today for the rest of your life, the way I regret the choices that I've made with Ethan.
Much care for the ladies.
Oh! Oh, how'd you do that?
You're so talented, Brian. What are you wasting your time waiting tables for?
You know, I just love what I do, especially when it involves waiting on two lovely creatures like yourselves.
Oh.
Thank you guys very much.
Oh, it was our pleasure.
Well, I hope you ladies enjoyed your meal.
Oh, it was perfect once we got Brian as our waiter.
Oh, heavenly. Yeah, we're going to tell everyone we know about your place.
In fact, we were going to meet some friends tomorrow night for a party at another restaurant, but we've decided to change venues and have it here. If it's not too late to make a reservation.
Not at all. I'll look forward to seeing you both.
Thank you.
Well?
Tommy?
How can I say no? Diana can keep her job.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. I promise I won't mess up anymore, okay?
I knew it. You did take over for me to save my job. I asked you not to bail me out anymore, and you did it anyway. Well, how could you do that to me?
Don't be mad.
I expressly asked you not to help me out. I will keep or lose my waitressing job on my own merits, not because you feel sorry for me.
I don't feel sorry for you. I know how important this job is to you, and all I was trying to do is just jumpstart it. Not so much the job, but your self-confidence. That's really all you need to be the best. These are for you.
Oh, no, you did the work.
No, I didn't. All I did was cover the tables for you. Now take it. Take it.
What's with her?
Hey. I didn't mean to make you mad.
It's not that.
Well, what is it then? Why'd you run out?
I didn't want to say it in front of Liz.
You didn't want to say what?
I love you, Brian.
I love Sheridan. I always will.
I know. That's beautiful, buddy. It really is. That's not going to keep you warm at night or bring you the kind of life that you deserve. For God's sakes, you used to talk about wanting to have children.
Yeah, with Sheridan. I don't know what I want anymore.
You know you want to keep living. No, you don't want to throw yourself into the ocean like your sister did last night. That means you got to keep on keeping on. Embrace the life you still have in front of you.
Look, I'm just not ready to think about other women yet. You know, it's all I can do to go on day after day taking care of my own family. It's just all I can handle right now.
Okay, what would you have me do? Teresa, spend the rest of my life singing in some sleazy jazz joint like the one we went to that time? My mother would die.
Whitney, you can't live your life for your mother and your father.
But they raised me to be someone that they could be proud of. My mother is a respectable doctor. My father's an educator. I can't be a lounge singer.
Even if it's what you want?
You know, you sound just like Chad. Did you guys compare notes or something?
Whit, maybe you should think about that.
You know what I think? I think you want me to act as crazy as you do. You who just last night made a pact with the devil.
Because I lost the man I love by being a coward. And I don't want you to make the same mistake.
Well, don't worry about it. I can never screw up as many times as you have. I'm sorry about that.
No. I am. I mean, you have a right to make your own decisions. Even if they aren't the ones that I'd pick.
Yeah, well, nothing's worth losing a friend over, right?
Right.
Friends forever, right?
Well, I better get out of here. Let's go.
Okay. You know, one more thing. Before you go through with this plan, think about where it's coming from, okay? Just think about the consequences.
I will.
Teresa is so ready to do my bidding.
And what would you have Timmy and me do?
You'll know when it's time to do your part. Meanwhile...
I have places to go and things to do.
What's going to happen to Teresa, Princess?
I have no idea, Timmy. All I worry about is what's going to happen to us.
Now, you do understand that this test will prove once and for all whether John is Grace's biological son with David.
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, then we're all prepared to learn the irrefutable truth.
Ivy and Eve again? What is going on between those two?
Why don't we do this in my office, and you can decide who's going to go first on the way.
Ready, Mom?
You bet, son.
We can make all our dreams come true. Together.
I miss you so much already, Chad. But I can't be with you. I just can't.
believe Whitney turned down Chad. I've got to...
Oh!
God, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to see if your little chat with Whitney changed your mind. Are you going to forfeit your chance to be with Ethan the way she blew hers with Chad? You could, you know, if you find what I propose to repugnant. Or you could seize the opportunity I put before you and take control of your life. Now, I admit there are a few little unpleasant tasks to be completed along the way, but by the end of it all, Ethan will be yours. It's entirely up to you, my beloved.
What am I gonna do?
Well, I better get back to the house. I'm gonna see if I can grab a few minutes with Teresa. Now, who knows, you know, maybe I'll take them all out tonight. It's been a while since we had a family evening.
What? What is it?
Nothing. It's just one of those weird feelings from out of the blue.
Is it about Sharon again?
I must have been. It's like I felt this wave of happiness rush right through me, you know, like she was in good hands. I was right to let her go, Hank. She's happy. Yeah, I can feel it. What did you say?
I love you. There, I said it. I love you.